Alright, no wasting time. Let's just get right into the video.
This is your last chance. After this,
The fuck is this Matrix Morpheus shit? What the fuck is this?
you take the blue pill. The story ends.
What?
You can do whatever you want.
What the fuck is this skit?
You take the red pill and you stay in Wonderland. And I showed you just how deep the red.
Oh, okay. So basically, bro is saying that, like, his video was the fucking red pill. Damn, he said his video was the fucking truth, bro. He said this shit is straight facts. I fuck with the confidence though, shit.
Follow me.
The fuck is this music, bro, added to his intro, bro? You should have added some live shit. Like, he
Hello,
could have did
Internet.
better than that.
Jojo here, and welcome to Video Shock. Now, I imagine that just because of the title of this video, some of you have already hit the dislike button and are down in the comments telling me how horrible a person I am for even suggesting such blasphemy. Of course, that's fine. That's what the dislike button and the comments are there for. But, just so you know, I don't make arguments without evidence.
Damn, once again saying his video is just straight
Fucking
facts, my nigga.
Now, where else should we start except offensive power?
Okay, we starting with AP. I fuck with that.
When we start talking about power, Naruto does in fact have the advantage for now.
Forever,
But
bitch. What?
Power gap is not as wide or as important as you might think.
Yes, the fuck it is.
In Death Battle Sasuke vs. Hiei fight, they put this on
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, this nigga's appealing to Death Battle right now. That's the most normie shit ever. Especially since Death Battle is so wrong so often, my nigga. Self the programmer debunks they shit on a daily basis at this point. And this Sasuke versus Hiei video especially was just ass. I think they were using like game feats. And like if you want to go off game shit, my nigga, Naruto is like universal. Like let's be honest. No, but seriously, I really wouldn't use this Death Battle shit as like, you know, like good evidence, considering, you know, they're like very inconsistent with their scaling. But whatever, depending on how good the argument is, I'll accept it or I'll debunk the shit.
cards in the corner. Applying this power to Naruto, and he should max out at about 63.5 zetatons of TNT.
Okay, so basically they're saying Naruto should possess about 1/4 the power Hagoromo and his brother Hamura used to create and move the moon into his orbit, seeing as how Naruto has 1/2 the power of Hagoromo. And this 1/4 percentage of the original Hagoromo and Hamura calc, which was 254 zetatons, is about 63 zetatons or whatever the fuck he's saying, which is only like small through bare minimum normal planetary. The problem with this argument is that much weaker characters than Naruto, let alone Hagoromo, right, have way better feats than this. For example, Toneri simply splitting the moon has been calculated requiring upwards of 697 zetatons of force, which is high in normal planetary. Toneri, so, like throwing the moon at Earth with enough force to destroy it, has been calculated requiring 244 yotatons of force, which is like large planetary or some shit. And Naruto deadass one-shots him, so obviously this wouldn't be like Naruto at his utmost. And this is fairly consistent, too, considering like fucking Madara, like simply spreading the roots of the Shinju around the world has been calculated requiring 55 yotatons of force. And like fucking Obito, like making the god tree appear, has been calculated requiring like 94 zetatons of force, which is like planetary and large planetary and shit like that. So obviously this 64 zettaton shit is not Naruto at his peak like he's fucking saying it is.
T. This means that Naruto could definitely destroy a planet.
Also, a lot of you were probably wondering how the fuck Toneri, like cutting a hollow moon in half in Naruto, can have planetary, even large planetary values applied to it. But the thing is, despite being hollow, the moon in Naruto more than likely has a greater volume than our own moon. Let me explain. Assuming the moon in Naruto is equal in size to our own, right, which it most likely is, it would have a total volume of 21.9 quintillion cubic meters. But of course the moon in Naruto is hollow, something we'll definitely have to account for when making calcs. But before we can do that, we first have to figure out how much of the moon in Naruto is actually hollow. And using pixel scaling, most power scaling wikis, and goofy calcs here and there all over the internet, come to the conclusion that the moon in Naruto is about 15% hollow. 15% of 21.9 quintillion is about 3.18 quintillion. Subtract that from the overall value, and we have a volume of 18.72 quintillion cubic meters, which is what the moon in Naruto would be equal to, right? This is obviously less than the volume of our own moon. But what people fail to realize is that the moon in Naruto was hollowed out with the purpose of housing a civilization of people who would obviously need air and shit like that to breathe and survive, right? So, as stupid as it may sound, the moon, or the hollow part of the moon specifically, was actually terraformed in Naruto, or is filled with fucking air. Air has a density of 1.225 kilograms. This multiplied by the amount of space the air would be occupying, which is obviously the 15% of the moon that was hollowed out, and we get a total value of 3.9 quintillion cubic meters. Add this to our newly found value of 18.72 quintillion cubic meters or whatever, and we get a value of roughly 22 quintillion cubic meters, which is greater than the volume of our own moon. So this is at least one of the reasons these planetary values can be applied to some of these stupid ass moon feats. And obviously these moon feats take place over a fairly long time frame. Toneri's not just like moving the moon for 1 second. He's moving it continuously for like an hour, which would obviously, you know, increase the value, or like the force required to accomplish some of these fucking feats. But obviously it could just be an inflated calc too. I'll obviously leave the link to some of these calcs in the description below, so you can, you know, check them out and like see the validity of them shits for yourself. I personally think they're pretty decent calcs. And of course, like, if you come to a different opinion about the shit, that's perfectly fine or whatever. It's up to you really. But yeah, there's definitely more consistent feats which place Naruto at well above this fucking power, even if we lowball him, considering he dead ass one shot at Toneri. And one shot factor dictates that you must have an AP 7.5 times greater than your opponent's durability in order to one shot them. And since Toneri's like fucking, like, since in Naruto AP is more than likely equal to like durability, you could argue that Naruto should be capable of exerting about 7.5 times more force than even this fucking Toneri calc. But obviously that's a highball or whatever, but
Luffy is actually not that far away from this kind of power.
Also, how the fuck is Luffy close to this? Luffy has like planetary arguments, because 63 zetatons of force is still fucking planetary. I've never seen anything with Luffy planetary ever in my fucking life, dog.
A while ago, I calculated Luffy's power to be somewhere around 32 zetatons.
Nigga, 32 zetatons, nigga, that's like fucking small planetary. I believe one of the calcs I'm finna throw up on the screen for Toneri is actually 32 zetatons. So that's a pretty fucking cool, like, pretty cool coincidence or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, let's hear his argument for this shit, because this shit is actually pretty interesting. Like, 32 fucking zetatons for Luffy?
Or, if you don't believe me, you can just scale Luffy to what I calculated for Zoro.
My nigga, slide the calc!
Neither of them are.
Hold on! You can't just say this nigga 32 zetatons without sliding your argument for that shit. I know he's like linking videos to where he actually does explain your argument, but I'm here at this video, my nigga. I'm not watching that shit. Come on, bro.
Really important. Even if you do give this 32 zetatons to Luffy, he's still only about half as strong as Naruto.
Yeah.
However, that doesn't actually matter because Luffy has advanced armament haki.
The fuck does advanced armament haki have to do with anything,
While
my
the
nigga?
exact details of how advanced armament haki work are vague, we do know that it allows Luffy to attack from the inside out.
Okay.
From just that description, we can extrapolate that the advanced version of armament haki grants Luffy the ability to attack someone by bypassing their durability.
Which is true. That's
really,
true.
The only way to do this would be to affect the molecular.
Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. You just said a whole lot of fuck shit just now. The ability to attack someone internally instead of externally is not them destroying somebody on a fucking molecular level. It's usually a form of like internal rupturing, which just means like, oh, I'm damaging your internal organs without like affecting your fucking like external muscles. So how strong you are externally, how strong your muscles are, is meaningless. I can just punch you in the stomach and I'd still destroy all of your internal organs or some shit like that. It has nothing to do with destroying fucking molecules. Like, I don't even know where he got that from. And in the fucking scan he just provided, right, it said nothing about Luffy destroying molecules. Where the fuck did he get this from, my nigga?
Subatomic level. The thing is, we know that an attack like this would seriously hurt Naruto as...
Hold on. Even that, I can refute that. Let's say I still man this nigga on Luffy destroying molecules via advanced armament haki, right? Let's say I still man bro on that. Even if I give Luffy that, I can still probably argue this shit wouldn't do shit to Naruto, because characters with much weaker durability than Naruto have been shown tanking attacks of similar magnitude. For example, the third Raikage can tank Rasen shurikens, which destroy like on the cellular level. Obito can Kamui inside of fucking Onoki's particle style, which destroys on the molecular or atomic level. Grab Sasuke, meaning he was tangible at the time he was inside of the jutsu, and then leave before this fucking jutsu could do any damage to him, right? He can kick and grab true seeking orbs, which are stated to be a more advanced version of Onoki's particle style, which, as I said before, is molecular destruction or atomic destruction, depending on what scans you use. And we can even come to the conclusion that truth-seeking orbs are like fucking existence erasure due to like data book statements and fucking character statements about how it like reduces one to nothing or how it fucking just makes you disappear from existence and shit like that.
Kaguya was able to kill a Shadow Clone with an attack that acts very similar.
No, the fuck, these ash bones? Why, I can't believe this nigga just had the balls to compare ash bones, right, to fucking advanced armament Haki. One, even if I use this nigga's description of advanced armament Haki, the shit wouldn't make any sense because ash bones don't attack on a fucking molecular level. I think ash bones are like a form of transmutation, aren't they? Like they literally change your bodily composition into ash. It's never stated anywhere that this shit like cuts apart molecules or like destroys molecules or some shit like that. Like it's literally just a form of transmutation, right? Nothing to do with fucking atoms or molecules.
Kaguya bypassed the clone's durability so effectively that the clone itself didn't explode in a puff of smoke. It just melted.
No, the fuck it
It's
didn't.
almost like it didn't even register the damage, which is what would happen if you attack someone at a level smaller than the molecular. In fact, everyone who fought
But Luffy can't do that, and Kagi is not doing that via her ash bones. This is never stated anywhere. Like, I don't know where he's getting this interpretation from, but it's never stated that fucking Kagi is actually attacking on the molecular level. It's more so that she's like changing one's bodily composition directly into ash. Like her ash bones seem to be a form of transmutation rather than like some shit that like fucking destroys molecules like this nigga's claiming.
Kaguya assumed that even Naruto's healing factor wouldn't be able to do anything to stop him from dying if he did get hit. This is likely due to the fact that when you cut molecules or split atoms...
But Kagi is not cutting fucking molecules!
...beyond what any healing can fix. Think of it like Velcro. When a person is hurt, the Velcro rips apart. But in time, the human body will rejoin both sides together.
This is a very fucking stupid argument.
However,
This is like a whole
cutting
argument was
things like
dumb.
Atom or molecules is like completely removing half of the Velcro strip, leaving there no way to join it back together. Of course, to be fair, we don't know if this is how advanced armament Haki works.
Okay, alright, so
but
he's admitting
there
himself.
is some kind of internal rupturing going on.
Okay, he's admitting himself. Alright, he's admitting himself. Alright, I'll give him a pass on this one. Because bro directly just said that, okay, we don't know if this is how advanced armament Haki works. And more than likely, it's not how this shit works. It's just a form of internal rupturing, like he just fucking said. So, I'll give him that. Right? I'll give him that. He's admitting his argument is fucking probably a highball, right? Still don't get and like even if we do use like his inflated ass argument, right, and say that Luffy's advanced armament Haki does destroy molecules, still probably wouldn't do shit to Naruto. So I'll still mad him on this point and say whatever, Luffy's fucking destroying molecules or whatever.
Also, it should be mentioned that armament Haki is not Luffy's only attack that acts like this. Allow me to introduce you to Luffy's Red Hawk.
Red Hawk, nigga! So you telling me this bitch ass nigga right here is getting his molecules destroyed, my nigga? My nigga just got his molecules just ripped apart, my nigga. This nigga right here. Alright then. Yep, bro just got his fucking molecules just decimated just now. His shit was just fucking just booty raped. His molecules are gone.
You see, Luffy can pull this attack off even when underwater. For those of you who don't know, for fire to work, you need three things. Heat, which in this case comes from the friction of
Okay,
velocity,
yeah, just friction.
oxygen, and something to burn.
Couldn't you just argue the heat from the friction is evaporating the fucking water around his arm? Therefore, like, it's just like catching on fire via friction. The water doesn't play a part anymore. I'm not sure if this is actually how it works, but I don't know. Can't magma and shit also like burn underwater? I don't fucking know. It might be different for fire and magma because they are two different compounds. Whereas magma is a liquid. It's rock so hot it turns into a fucking liquid. So obviously just heat up the water around it. like fire is closer to a plasma, so it probably worked differently. But I don't fucking know, man. This whole thing just seems stupid.
H2O molecules of its oxygen atom and using it as, well, the oxygen part of the equation, and then using the hydrogen atom as the something to burn part. So if Luffy landed.
Hold on, what the fuck? The video's buffering. We're fucking back. I have no clue what just happened. I think my Wi-Fi must have just like cut out or some shit for a cool minute. But let's just get right back into the video where we left off.
Naruto's own blood as part of this attack. And this isn't me making some random claim.
Also, let me do a quick recap of his shit real quick. So basically his argument is that Luffy can destroy his opponent on a molecular level via Armament Haki and Red Hawk, based on the notion that these two abilities can attack someone internally instead of externally. The problem with this argument is that, one, even if I steel man him on this point and say that, okay, Luffy's ability to attack someone internally instead of externally is him destroying them on a molecular level, Naruto himself and characters with much worse durability than Naruto have shown resistances to this sort of thing. And the example I used was like the Raikage tanking a Rasen Shuriken, which is cellular destruction, and Naruto being able to grab and kick away truth-seeking orbs, which are stated to be a more advanced version of Onoki's particle style, which is molecular destruction or atomic destruction, depending on some statements, it varies. Also, like even Orange Mask Obito has like tanked hits from Onoki's particle style. Like he literally went inside of the jutsu and left before it could like really do any damage to him. So yeah, even if I still man him on this point, it still probably wouldn't help his case either way. And two, Armament Haki is never stated anywhere to be fucking molecular or atomic destruction. He kind of just pulled that one out of his ass. The ability to attack someone internally instead of externally, although a form of durability negation, is not molecular destruction in any way, shape, or form. It's not even cellular destruction. So let's just fucking move on.
This is also supported by the fact that the Red Hawk is more often than not used as a one-hit KO move.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on. I know I didn't just see what I just saw when he fucking just said that. He said the fucking Red Hawk is a one-hit KO, right? Which isn't true.
Red Hawk is more often than
Is
not.
it like, look at this shit. He said it's a one-hit KO, but then 2 out of the 3 people he fucking showed getting hit by it tanked that shit. They got back up. So look, Doflamingo got hit with that shit and then just simply got the fuck back up, right? Hori got hit with that shit and then got the fuck back up. This big ass wolf nigga, he might have got fucking bodied by it, but it definitely didn't destroy his fucking molecules like bro is claiming in this video. Like he's basically arguing this big ass wolf rabbit nigga right here has better durability than Naruto or some shit. He's basically arguing this fucking fish nigga right here has better durability than Naruto or some shit. I don't fucking know.
As a one-hit KO move. Of course, even if Luffy has a perfect way to damage Naruto, it doesn't.
He doesn't
matter
though.
If he's not fast enough to land the hit.
And he's not.
Well, Luffy definitely is. While Naruto has been compared to his father, who could teleport, let's not forget that Naruto can't teleport.
True.
In fact, we know that for an absolute certainty, teleportation does not exist in the Naruto universe.
What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? I already know what argument bro is gonna make, but I thought he was smarter than this. For example, I already know for a fact what argument he's gonna make, because I recently got into a debate about this shit. But he's basically gonna show a scan of the bug nigga way back in part 1, saying that teleportation is just high speed movement or some shit like that. And I'll debunk that argument when and if he does show this fucking scan, because I already know what his argument is.
Early on in the story, we are specific.
Look at this shit, bug nigga. What did I tell you? No, it wasn't teleportation. How do I know? Because teleportation is mainly high speed move. One, this bug nigga right here, what's his name again? Shakakaka, is that his fuck? I don't know his name. Him right here would have no comprehension of like forbidden space-time teleportation jutsus like fucking Minato's flying raijin, which is directly stated to not only be instantaneous, but it's stated to work sort of like a wormhole. It's stated to rip holes through time and space and then transport him from point A to point B without him having to traverse the physical distance in between these two spaces. And I'm not just making this shit up. This is stated like on multiple occasions. I will throw all the scans up on the screen right the fuck now. So not only is the scan heavily contradicted, but even if it wasn't, his fucking statement wouldn't be viable in the first place, because he would have no knowledge of like fucking forbidden time space ninjutsus like the flying raijin, which were created by the second Hokage. So yeah,
Specifically told that teleportation is just high-speed movement. I mean, I don't know how much more evidence is needed other than that.
what about all the evidence that
What's
contradicts
insane,
this shit?
it's
This
not
shit makes
me
no sense.
calculating it, it's
Like
just
honestly,
stated very clearly.
fuck.
Heck, even Minato's body flicker technique is referred to as the second level of the Flying Thunder God technique.
What?
And that has a specific speed.
Okay, I don't know where the fuck he got the idea that the flying raijin has a specific speed. One, it's never stated to have a speed ever. In fact, it's on multiple occasions stated instantaneous. And three, the values he applied for the flying raijin speed also make no fucking sense. He's basically saying that the flying raijin is only as fast as lightning, right? Or the return stroke of a lightning bolt. Despite the fact that it has been shown blitzing the fuck out of characters who we know are light speed and even FTL, for example. Minato used it to blitz the fuck out of the third Raikage, who was stated light speed on numerous occasions. So this fucking argument makes no fucking sense. Like, let's just move away from this shit like right now.
Probably somewhere around 220 million miles per hour.
No, it's not. It's instantaneous.
Also, Minato's nickname is the Golden Flash, right?
What the fuck does
Well,
that have to do with
that
anything?
implies movement.
Are you serious, my nigga? Are you gonna bring up a name? All right. So truth-seeking orbs are called truth-seeking orbs. Therefore, they fucking seek the truth. Like, the name of a fucking technique is not its description, and this isn't even the name of his technique. It's his fucking nickname, right? Makes no sense. If I run track and I'm extremely fucking fast, right? So they call me Lightning Fast J, right? Or some stupid shit like that. That does not mean I'm literally as fast as lightning. Like, Jesus, the name of an object is not its description. In fact, using this argument, I could probably debunk his entire argument. Like, considering these techniques are called teleportation techniques. Like, come on, bro.
In fact, it implies light speed movement. And we know that Killer Bee was able to see some kind of movement when
Jesus
he made the
Christ.
comparison between Naruto and Minato. The only other teleportation jutsu in the story that I can recall.
Hold on. Like, even using his name fallacy shit, Sasuke, like, outer because his Renegon transcends fucking dimensions, right? This is, like, literally stated in the data books. Like, Jesus.
Other than the body flicker, is referred to as having a specific speed.
They're using this weird shit where, like, the Raikage and Tsunade, like, travel to the battlefield. I think this is this. Basically, the Raikage and Tsunade use this teleportation technique to get to the battlefield, right? And it's stated to have a specific speed. And it's stated light speed in the novels. I already know exactly what this is. The problem with this argument is that it would fall into one of the... like, basically, there's two categories of teleportation in the Naruto-verse. The body flicker and this shit, which is teleportation, but teleportation that requires you to traverse the physical distance between the spaces you're trying to get to, right? And space-time ninjutsu, which is instantaneous, right? And allows you to like a travel through like a fucking wormhole and like basically just instantaneously pops you out at point A without you having to traverse the physical distance between the two objects. And this would obviously fall into the first category. And Kishimoto is very, very, very on point about this type of shit. Like, he will tell you something has a specific speed. It's very obvious what category of teleportation these techniques fucking fall into.
And that most people can't physically withstand the force of being moved at this speed. However, it had to have a set speed, as the third Raikage and Tsunade were able to react fast enough to kick Madara the moment they materialized on the battlefield. If this teleportation was instant, they would not even know what direction they were facing, and there's no way they would have landed this hit on him with their own speed, as Madara is just way faster than they are. With that out of the way, I do think that the Naruto version of teleportation is any movement faster than light, with a few other things thrown in for good measure.
Okay.
I think that this teleportation converts a subject down to subatomic particles, making them invisible.
What? Hold on. The only form of teleportation in Naruto that even remotely implies this shit, what he's saying right now, right,
intangible and undetectable.
is the version he just showed, right? Nothing like honestly, and even that doesn't even really imply that, as it was just stated, it's used for an inanimate objects. Had nothing to do with converting them down to like fucking subatomic levels or anything like that. This is never stated anywhere.
However, I do think that if the person being moved at this speed is fast enough, they can perceive their
Like
own
he's essentially just saying that fucking all teleportation in the Naruto verse works similarly to Kamui, basically, which makes no fucking sense.
movement. Example, Tsunade was able to time her kick
Also, Obito like was able to tag Minato with a fucking truth-seeking orb as he was using flying raijin, which if it made him intangible would be impossible because Obito wouldn't be able to physically interact with him. So no.
perfectly to hit Madara as she materialized. Other than that, the closest that characters in Naruto get to actual teleportation are some of the space-time jutsus like
What?
Kage.
Bro just contradicted the fuck out of himself. He's saying that space-time ninjutsu in Naruto is actually the only form of teleportation there is, right? But at the beginning of this argument, he stated that flying raijin, Minato's flying raijin, isn't a form of teleportation, despite it being a space-time ninjutsu. Like, I'm fucking done.
Dimensional doors, and the Rinnegan's ability to swap objects in space. Even then, Kaguya still had to move through her doors at her own speed.
That's true.
It's kind of like the portal gun. While we know that this teleportation is not actual teleportation,
We know it's
I do
teleportation.
believe that Naruto is faster than light, by a pretty wide margin. In fact, when I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be calculating that in the video. But the thing is, Luffy is way beyond him.
How?
Luffy was dodging light before he even got his second form.
What does that have to
while
do with
Naruto
anything?
has only been shown to be able to do that when he was at his strongest.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this argument is so bad. For one, Naruto characters have been light speed and even FTL since arc 1, all right? Haku, right, is stated fucking light speed. Like, I don't know how Itachi's water bullets in part 1 are stated light speed. And fucking Kakashi can react to them, right? But yet he gets blitzed from across the battlefield by Haku, who Naruto, with just a sliver of the Nine Tails chakra, was beating the fuck out of, right? Like, I don't know where he got this idea that light speed movement was only a thing in fucking EOS Naruto, which makes no sense. Jesus Christ. The fucking, like, Kage, prior to even, like, the Ten Tails' existence, right? Prior to the Ten Tails becoming a major part of the story, let alone 6 past Sage Mode Naruto, was stated light speed numerous times, right? Even Mifune's father ass is stated light speed. And I'm pretty sure Kirin, Sasuke's Kirin, is stated light speed. Like, this shit makes no sense.
So, with much greater speed, Luffy would certainly be able to land enough armament Haki hits or Red Hogs to deal some.
And also, he never even applied a value to their fucking speed. He basically just said, oh, Luffy's been faster for longer, therefore he's currently like, that makes no sense. You have to apply like MFTL plus and MFTL values to their speed when scaling these characters. Like, how fast is Luffy specifically and how fast is Naruto specifically? He didn't even do that.
Serious damage. Also, before I forget, Luffy has an insane healing factor. He can regrow an entire
What the
tooth.
fuck? What? I know he did not just bring up this Luffy tooth shit, but didn't bring up Naruto's healing factor. Naruto has regrew fucking lungs, and you're bringing up a tooth, my nigga. Come on, bro. Naruto gets crucified every Boruto chapter. Like, Ishiki literally crucified him and then put him in a fucking coffin, right? Boruto frees Naruto, right? The same day, bro is perfectly healed. Naruto let Delta destroy his internal organs to the point where Delta thought the shit would be fatal, right? Just so he could fucking re-heal himself, right? Like, instantaneously. Like, this argument makes no sense. I know damn well he's not going to bring up Luffy regrowing a tooth and then say, oh, his healing factor is better than Naruto's or some stupid shit.
By just drinking a glass of milk. Seriously. Ignoring the biological fact that teeth cannot be regrown,
What?
and the knowledge that an adult tooth takes about 5 years to develop, Luffy's regeneration would have to be about 50 points.
Okay, ignoring the biological fact that lungs, my nigga, cannot be regrown, Naruto's regeneration would have to be infinitely superior to anything fucking humans can ever metabolize ever, man. I don't fucking know. Like, why are you adding values to this like it would make a difference? Luffy regrew a tooth, and Naruto regrows his fucking bones and his fucking internal organs.
222 million times faster than the average human. This means that if he broke an arm, it would heal in just under 1/15 of a
Naruto can regrow internal organs in like 5 seconds. Like, this makes no sense.
second. Luffy can burn off hundreds of pounds of fat in only a few seconds, and can recover from being completely dehydrated by only drinking a gulp of water.
This healing factor shit just really pissed me off. Like, the video wasn't even that bad until he brought this bullshit up. Like, all right, let's take Sasuke for instance, someone with a way weaker healing factor than Naruto. So Sasuke in his fight with Momoshiki, right, in the movie, gets severely burned by Momoshiki. So basically, Momoshiki like creates a Chubaku Tensei and then compresses it to the point where it creates fucking magma, right? And it burns Sasuke like all over his fucking body. We see 3rd-degree burns all over Sasuke's body. So Naruto goes and helps him or whatever. But immediately after that, we see Sasuke grab Naruto's shoulder and the 3rd-degree burns are completely fucking gone. Like, honestly.
A metabolic process like that is impossibly insane. Almost Toon Force levels of insane.
So regrowing a tooth is fucking Toon Force levels of insane, but regrowing your fucking lung isn't. This shit is stupid.
This is very likely better than anything Naruto.
Oh my god, he actually said it was better than anything. Do I even need to point this out, why this is stupid out? Do I need to explain why regrowing a lung is better than regrowing a single tooth? Fuck out of here, bro.
As between the two characters, only Luffy has grown back something that cannot be regrown.
Oh my god. He hasn't seen the series. There's no fucking way he watched Naruto and he's using this stupid shit as an example. This shit makes no fucking sense. This is stupid. Luffy's never regrown a limb in his fucking life. And you're comparing that to regrowing a tooth.
Back. That said, this is not going to be a one-sided fight.
Yes, it is. Naruto's gonna fucking one-shot him.
Best and possibly only weapon that could seriously.
He's probably gonna say like truth-seeking orbs or some shit like that. But before that, I just want to explain how stupid that metabolic process, the healing factor shit was. It was so stupid. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring up like truth-seeking orbs or some shit next.
Affect Luffy, his Raijin Sharingan.
What the fuck? Oh my god, he brought up a Rasen Shuriken. Probably because it can destroy cells. But what about all the shit with truth-seeking orbs being existence erasure, right? And fucking like more advanced version of Onoki's particle style, which is molecular destruction. What about that shit? What about that? Why the fuck are you bringing this up? This is stupid.
The cutting attack. However, this is useless against Haki.
Why?
Haki is not a physical material.
Hold on, let me read this shit. The term Haki is a word that has multiple meanings when translated into English. It can mean ambition, willpower, drive, spirit, vigor, and aspirate. First off, once again, the name of a fucking technique is not its description. Stop trying to make that fucking argument. Two, how does this mean it's not physical? Is he trying to argue something like, oh, it's the physical embodiment of his willpower? Well, or some shit like that? I don't know. Either way, it's stupid. Because one, truth-seeking orbs, like, let me just explain it real quick. The sword of Nonoboka, right, which is the Sage of Six Paths sword, or Obito's sword, the one he used during the war arc, is stated to be the physical embodiment of someone's will, and it's made out of truth-seeking orbs, right? So based on this description, we can come to the conclusion that, oh, well, truth-seeking orbs probably work in a similar matter to Haki. And that's only if we use his dumbass argument. That's only if I still man this argument. And Naruto can still interact with them fairly, like, easily. So, still wouldn't make any fucking sense. Or maybe he's saying that because it can mean spirit, it's like his spirit energy or something shit like that. Therefore, it's not physical. But Naruto can physically grab onto his own fucking soul. And chakra is spiritual in nature. It's the mixture of someone's physical and spiritual, like, energy. Right? So, still wouldn't make any sense. Also, truth-seeking orbs can kill Edo Tenseis. So it's probably like attacking the soul or some shit. Like, this argument really doesn't work at all. Like, no matter how you spin this shit.
Despite the Raijin Sharingan's ability to cut cells, there's nothing to cut when it comes to Haki. No cells, no
Why?
cells, nothing. Haki is a manifestation of Luffy's willpower.
No,
Though,
it's
if
really
Naruto
not.
did land the Raijin Sharingan on Bound Man or Snake Man's bare spot, then it would certainly do a significant amount of damage. That is assuming that this is a bare spot, as it could just be invisible Haki. Luffy could be doing the whole Batman thing. Of course, this is assuming that this could even hit Luffy. He's so fast, he could just move out of the way with plenty of time.
No, he wouldn't. He would get speed blitzed and one-shotted by base Naruto. Like, like that Toneri fight, that's how this would look, but only Naruto wouldn't even bother with a KCM2 or even a KCM1 cloak. He'd just whip his dick out, cock slap Luffy from across the battlefield, and kill him instantaneously. This whole argument was dumb.
Time to spare. Now, Naruto also does have some skill in Genjutsu, but if Luffy does get caught, he could likely break out using Conqueror's Haki.
How?
As disrupting the chakra.
Hold on. How would Conqueror's Haki even affect fucking Naruto? It's been heavily established in like all throughout the One Piece series that Conqueror's Haki only affects those with a weak will, and Naruto's fucking will is by no means weak at all. Like Naruto has like this is so stupid. Unless Naruto like kills everybody in the village. I mean, Luffy killed. I don't know, man. I don't see Luffy breaking Naruto's will, right? So Conqueror's Haki wouldn't even be like register on fucking Naruto's thing, like on his radar. He'd be like, "What the fuck is that? Why is he staring at me so intently? The fuck out of here, Luffy! Like, come on, man."
Flow or internal power is one of the many ways to undo Genjutsu. Though
Also, Naruto wouldn't even fucking use Genjutsu. Like, just like when has he ever used it? Like, it says he's proficient in it, but bro, like, never whips it out. Like, so we don't even know how he would use it. Would he like use it similarly to like Kurenai in fucking Part 1? Like, I don't know, man. Definitely ain't no Sharingan level Genjutsu if that's what he's trying to fucking imply.
it's pretty unlikely that Naruto would actually even use one. As
Oh, okay, yeah, he
he's
brought it
known
up.
Sasuke, and I can't think of a single time that he actually did use a Genjutsu in the entire series. So, with the power gap not being that wide,
Okay, so I'm pretty sure he's reaching his conclusion right now. And this video is really starting to drag on and get fucking annoying. So basically, Naruto in base has superior AP to Luffy by thousands of times. And this is ignoring like all the Kaguya feats. So basically, if I lowball Naruto to the planetary ranges of his power and say that Kaguya's time-space feats never happened, and the Momoshiki novelization never happened. Everything from end of the Warlock era and below, right? Just like and above, just never happened, right? Then Naruto still fucking one-shots Luffy. Like this argument still makes no sense. So Naruto's also faster than Luffy. I don't want to spoil too many things right now for like Naruto speed wise because I'm making a video on it after my Austin video. But whatever, let's just end the fucking video. I'm so aggravated and tired. Like, this shit was exhausting, bro. So, whatever. Just end the shit. Bye, my niggas.